Did you know that families with 2 kids in 2024 spend an average of $2,252 every single month just on childcare? That is not a luxury tax. That is the price of admission to the modern workforce. Meet the Parkers and the Millers. Both couples are 38. Both work in the same city, and both earn an identical combined income of $163,000. To the IRS, they are economic clones. But there is a lethal discrepancy. The Parkers are drowning in what I call the dual income mirage, running twice as hard to stay in the exact same place. Meanwhile, the Millers have hacked the system, banking $68,000 a year while earning the exact same paycheck. I'm going to expose the mechanics behind why earning 6 figures isn't enough anymore, backed by 2024 data, and hand you the 3-step one-income foundation plan to escape the trap today. The system has a dirty secret it doesn't want you to calculate. The cost of working has quietly exceeded the value of the second paycheck. We are taught that 2 incomes equal double the security. But in 2024, the economic machinery has been re-engineered to absorb that second income before it ever hits your savings account. The National Association of Realtors December 2024 data proves the barrier to entry has shifted. The median home price is now $403,700. In the 1970s, a single income could buy a home and support a family. Today, that price tag demands 2 earners just to service the mortgage. Yet the system still treats that second income as extra wealth. It isn't. According to AEI data from 2024, the threshold for an upper middle class family of 3 is now $133,000. That sounds like a lot, but it is a rigged baseline. To hit that number, most households deploy 2 workers. The trap snaps shut when you scale your lifestyle, your mortgage, your cars, your commitments, to match 100% of that combined $163,000. This is exactly what the Parkers did. They looked at their combined deposit notification and signed up for a life that requires both of them to work without interruption for 30 years. They are 1 layoff, 1 medical event, or 1 burnout away from insolvency. Their lifestyle is a house of cards, built on the assumption of perfect continuity. The Millers, however, recognized the game was rigged. They earned the same $163,000, but they engineered their life to run entirely on the primary earner's $95,000 salary. They treat the second income, the nurse's salary of $68,000, not as spending power, but as a wealth-building engine. While the Parkers are stressed about inflation, the Millers are immune to job loss. If one loses a job, they simply stop saving for a few months. They don't lose the house. The system is betting on you being a Parker. It extracts maximum profit from your fragility. The Millers are the glitch in the matrix. Let's decode where the money actually goes, because the banks are counting on you not doing the math. You might feel like you're earning a fortune, but the Consumer Expenditure Survey from the Bureau of Labor Statistics reveals the average household now spends $78,535 annually. That is just the average. If you are in a major metro area, the extraction is far more aggressive. The system is designed to make you feel wealthy on payday and poor by the 15th. Here is the mechanic they use to keep you trapped: the fixed cost surcharge. When you commit to a dual income lifestyle, you incur costs that single income households don't. That $2,252 monthly childcare bill, confirmed by AOL and LendingTree in January 2026, is essentially a 100% tax on the second earner's take-home pay. Add in the second car payment, the second commute cost, and the convenience food you buy because you're too exhausted to cook, and the second paycheck evaporates. You aren't working for wealth. You are working to pay for the privilege of working. The consequences of this trap are devastatingly real. The Bankrate Emergency Savings Report from January 2026 proves this fragility. Only 47% of adults could cover a $1,000 emergency from savings. Let that sink in. We are talking about households earning 6 figures who cannot write a check for a transmission repair without using a credit card. This is not an accident. It is an engineered state of dependency. The banks profit from the debt you incur to cover the gap. They love the Parkers because the Parkers pay interest. They hate the Millers because the Millers earn interest. Now, I want you to run a brutal audit on your own life right now. Grab a pen. Write down your total monthly housing cost. Add your monthly childcare. Add your monthly debt payments. If that total number exceeds the monthly take-home pay of your lower earning partner, you are in the danger zone. You are effectively paying to go to work. If that number exceeds the higher earner's pay, you are in the critical zone. You are trapped by the algorithm. Go to the comments right now. If your fixed costs are higher than one income, comment trapped. If you can live on one, comment safe. Let's see how many of us the system has captured. So how do we break out? We don't do it by skipping lattes or canceling Netflix. Those are distractions. We escape by implementing the One Income Foundation. This is the exact three-step framework the Millers used to reclaim their freedom. Step 1 is defining your survival number. You need to strip your budget down to the absolute unshakable necessities: shelter, utilities, food, insurance. Ignore the fluff. Can this number fit inside the primary income alone? For the Parkers, this meant a hard conversation. They realized their survival number was $5,500 a month, but the primary paycheck was only bringing in $5,200. They were bleeding out. They had to cut the structural bloat, downsizing one car and refinancing debt, to get their survival needs under that single paycheck cap. Step 2 is the budget re-engineering. This is where you flip the switch. You set up your direct deposits so that the primary income, and only the primary income, hits the checking account used for bills. The second income never touches your spending money. It is diverted before you can see it. This forces you to psychologically adapt to the single income reality. It hurts for 3 months. It feels restrictive. But that restriction is the feeling of the trap loosening its grip. Step 3 is strategic deployment. This is the fun part. That second income, the $68,000 in our example, is now a weapon. You split it into 3 buckets. First, fill the safety bucket. High-yield savings accounts are paying around 4.25% right now. You don't stop until you have 6 months of expenses. Then you attack the wealth bucket. The S&P 500 averages about 8% historically. Imagine dumping $4,000 a month into the market. In 5 years, the Millers aren't just doing okay. They have a $250,000 net worth, while the Parkers are still arguing about the electric bill. That is the power of the One Income Foundation. We exposed the extraction machine today. The system has inflated housing and childcare costs to devour 2 incomes, leaving you with 0 stability. We looked at the numbers. $2,252 a month for childcare, and a $403,700 barrier to home ownership. And we laid out the exit strategy. The One Income Foundation that turns your second paycheck from a survival tool into a wealth weapon. The banks are betting you won't make these changes. They are betting you will stay on the treadmill until you break. Let's make them lose that bet. If you are done being a hostage to your own overhead, subscribe to Leo Invests. Next week, I'm decoding the auto loan industry's newest trap. This video is for educational purposes only, not personal financial advice. All data is from the National Association of Realtors, BLS, AEI, and Bankrate as of 2024 and 2026. Products mentioned are examples, not recommendations. Consult a licensed financial advisor for your specific situation.